Kill them with the no. Na 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 no. Kill them with the head side. Kill them with the no. Just make a boy know you're not blow. Head side. Kill them with the no. No boy ain't got
around
no
that
secret
corner at
for
the
your
Vula.
head side. Kill them with the no. Just make a boy know you're not blow. Head side. Kill them with the no. Tell them say Vegas say so. Me why you skin your teeth and make me see.
What up, podcasters? I'm one half of the Gold Members podcast, certified gold member, Herb Reed.
It's your boy Tyson, man. Other half of the Gold Members, man. Follow us on social media on IG at Gold Members Podcast. Make sure y'all tap that button.
You already know, man, and check out all of our episodes and past content on all the top streaming platforms. That's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, and Google. What episode we on today, bro?
Episode 8, that Kobe 8.
Oh, this is Kobe 8.
This is Kobe 8.
One time for Kobe, man. Kobe 8. Speaking of Kobe 8, I'm trying to get my little Kobe fro going. You see me?
Winter time.
You see me trying to grow out the number 8 fro on
That's
them.
the grind, bro.
You already know, man. But shout out to all of our listeners, man. Everybody that's supporting the podcast. If you didn't, go check out episode number 7, man. It's a good one on there.
Yeah, man. Go back and backtrack, man. We did a lot of, we talked about a little bit of the Meek Mill album review.
Yeah.
I forgot. We talked about a lot of stuff.
We talked about some
so
sports.
much has happened since.
So much has happened, like, over this. It was a long weekend.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the indigenous people out there. You know what I mean? All the Native Americans, all the true Americans out there. It was Columbus Day.
Was it?
You know, this past.
And Marathon Monday was yesterday.
Shout out to Marathon Monday.
I totally forgot because it's usually earlier in the year, but they moved it to this past Monday.
Yeah, shout out to we actually got a friend who ran the marathon in high school. I actually saw him today. I ran into him.
Okay.
He had his medal on, and then when he crossed the finish line, he proposed to his girl at the finish line.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Olivio, man, from
Shout out
Cathedral
to
High
Olivio
School.
for sure, man. Hit him
My
with
guy, yeah. One time for my guy.
That was dope, man. That's not the first friend we had run the marathon, though. We actually had one of our close friends run the marathon.
Right,
too.
we actually had one of our certified gold members run the marathon before. He actually completed it. I think it's like 26.2 miles or something like that.
It's hard to get into the marathon. You got to get sponsors. You got to raise the money. You got to do all types of stuff to get in. So for those people who actually had the time and energy to do that during this time, like especially, quarantine, all that stuff, you got to actually go out and run a certain amount of miles to qualify for this. So for people to be doing all of that and getting that type of stuff done during the quarantine was dope.
Yeah, man. So shout out to all the runners, man. Shout out to
the winners, man.
To the winners.
Don't they be winning all that big money?
Yeah, you know them folks from Kenya.
Yeah, what they got? What, 100K? What is it?
It's about 200.
200K?
It's about 200 for the first place. And them folks from Kenya, they come over just about every year and take that bread home.
Mm-hmm. Which is good.
Which is a good thing.
It's going to a good place. I'm happy they come in here and taking it from these Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
keep dominating that. But yeah, man, last episode we did get to review the Meek Mill album. And then, as you said, over the weekend, so much stuff has changed, over a short amount of time. And so we go on social media today, and Meek is getting all this backlash, from the cover art, which we actually we liked it. We actually bigged him up for the cover art. It was done by a black female artist, Nina Chanel, who I'm a fan of. She's a dope artist. Like I said, she had an exhibit here in Boston at the ICA Museum. So to see her, do the cover art for one of the biggest albums of the year, that was something to celebrate. But now he's getting all this backlash.
He's getting a ton of backlash. So when I was on my way here, I didn't hear about it until today from you about the backlash about his cover. But once you told me, I went and looked at it some more.
Yeah.
And I seen a video of this white dude just going the fuck off on me. Mind you, dude's from Philly. Like, he's going off on Meek, acting crazy. Like, yeah, I should be supporting Meek Mill, but this is not what you want to be portraying your type of females as. Like, you know what I mean? But we was already saying, man, Meek's kind of shallow. There's not too many places he can go musically or deep-wise, so he kind of talks about women a lot. So for him to portray them on his cover like this and put it on the school bus, is what took people over. Like, you could put it on the train stations or whatever you trying to do with that, your promotion, your billboards and all of that. But to put it on a school bus where kids are actually getting on the bus is kind of crazy. You want me to play the clip?
Yeah. So go ahead and play the clip. But apparently, so for the folks who's not up to speed on what's going on, so Meek Mill, who just released his album, is now on tour. So he's going around different cities, and apparently he wrapped a school bus, with the cover art design of his last album. And so this bus has been going through different urban communities, and he's been getting some negative feedback from people because they feel like the art is a little vulgar and, it's catching the eyes of children and different things like that. So, yeah, go ahead and play a little clip of the video so they can hear it for themselves.
And it looked like they had like a little mini protest outside of his bus, like sitting outside. It looked like it was a little mini protest, which can't be good for Meek, but here it go.
Look at this fucking bus. Look at this bus that goes by in my neighborhood. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What is this? This is on the side of a bus. This is on the side of a bus rolling through your street. Rolling on the side of your street. Is this what you want, black women? Is this what you want, black women? Is this what you
He's like, is this what you want, black women?
As soon as he said that, like, it's like, what, my nigga?
Is this what you want, black women? Is this what you want? Is this how you want to be respected? Is this how you want to be respected in life? This is how you want to look? This is how you want to be portrayed? Stand up to this.
It's kind of crazy because Meek can't deny it.
I actually should support Meek Mill. This is fucking disgusting bullshit. Look at this lady. Look at this. This is on the side of a bus where little girls can pull up and see this shit. That's her fucking pussy. Let's not mistake what this pink dot is. This is disgusting. This is satanic bullshit.
Satanic, huh?
I'm sick of this.
He talks about the board, too.
Look at this shit that you're getting on. This is for everyone to see. Little girls are seeing this crap. It's
Kick the
fucking
bus.
crap. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. I'm so sick of them just rubbing Satanism right in your face. Oh, it's for art. This is art. Is this art? Black and white checkerboard. What is that? It's a Masonic flooring. Duh.
Yeah, he's going real deep, but y'all pretty much get the idea, man. This people's not happy about that. I mean,
this when you kind of doing things like you see other people doing it, so you do it because you know how Drizzy had the billboards popping up and people keep doing different type of marketing tactics to kind of get their product out there.
Yeah,
I feel like Meek. That's not bad. It's not a bad idea. It's just.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
It's just what it is. Like, what's being portrayed on the cover.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes it bad. But, like, if it was any other cover art and it was on any bus, any type of place out there, I don't think it would be a problem.
Yeah, it probably just wasn't the best marketing idea. I get it. You know what I mean? It's definitely, a standout. Like, that's a lot of visibility. It's an eye catcher, that coming through the city. But maybe it just wasn't the most well thought out marketing plan.
Whatsoever.
You know what I mean? Especially when your main audience is the youth, is young kids. Like you say, young girls, young boys definitely look up to Meek. So I can see why some parents or some people would be a little thrown off. Like you showing up to a Meek Mill meet and greet, and and that's on the side of the bus.
And he's passing out book bags and shit for school.
Right.
So it do look kind of crazy, like you playing two sides of some kind of field for real. But
right. But we not to cut you off, but we kind of said that about Meek, though, that we feel like he should be kind of past this stage in his career where he should be doing, he should be doing more mature things and, just as far as his artistry and stuff.
Yeah, because this should not even be taking place right now. Like, especially with him being around the people that he's around. Like, I know somebody could have probably even told him, like, I like your cover. You could put it out on your album, but
do T-shirts. He should have just did merch.
Yeah, and let people purchase or
I
buy phone
would have purchased that. Like if they would have put that artwork on a T-shirt
or if they just
a
put
hoodie.
it up, or they make some murals or some canvases and paint them up or whatever. I'll buy them shits too.
Yeah, but
what is it?
That would have been dope merch though.
With the vinyl, what they be doing with Zelda, they be doing vinyls and stuff like that. I'll buy that. But yeah, I don't know, Meek, man. You gonna have to answer to the folks because they on your ass today.
Yeah, they don't get back.
He ain't say nothing about it yet. He's the type to say something though. So he might wait till midnight.
Yeah, but in other things that's going on in hip hop. I mean, something, you know, a big announcement was made, you know, around one of the most iconic, memorable, historical hip hop shows that you can ever probably watch is now back on air. BET Rap City The Basement. How about that?
Which is crazy, Brody.
How about that?
I'm
Big
happy
Tigger.
that they back. You know
That's
why?
so legendary.
I was about to say that's nostalgic. Like
That is so
that
nostalgic.
brings me back to shit, everything. Like coming home from school, knowing that you got practice a little bit later, but you could catch a little bit of this before you go to practice. Come home, you got 106 and Park on. You catch that. Like I don't know, BET was just for the culture at the time. I don't know where they at right now. I'm tired of Tyler Perry shows. I ain't even going on Tyler Perry. I'm just gonna leave him alone. Anyways. We need to go ahead, man, and get back to the essence of this because there was too many types of rap, legendary rap freestyles that they was doing. And I think they need to bring that shit back because a lot of these new rappers ain't going to be able to get in there.
Woo! And you know what's crazy? Somebody said that before they announced the release of the show. Another rapper said that, was like, if they bring back Rap City The Basement, a lot of your favorite rappers cannot step in that booth.
It's over.
It's over.
But somebody like Meek could step in there. That's
Meek
what
could
I
step
like.
in there. That's
You know
his.
what I mean?
That's his
realm.
arena.
That's what I'm saying. So when they bringing this type of stuff back, all he got to do is sit back, be patient, and wait his time because it's gonna come back to him. History repeats itself all the time. So
Right.
he just needs to sit back and wait his time.
But this is but stuff like this is why, you know, artists need to like really stick to their guns, and like if you're doing real hip hop, like stick to it. You know what I mean? Because there is a stage for you. There's a platform for you.
Yeah.
There will come a time where that skill of being able to freestyle and deliver bars, where it is going to become useful.
Yeah.
Because not only like Rap City The Basement, but you got like Sway in the Morning. He make niggas freestyle.
Even though my nigga Flex don't make niggas freestyle no more, but even
Flex,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
You can-
Flex.
If you really a rapper, you'll go up there and do your thing.
Right.
If you really a rapper, but if not, then you're just gonna be up there.
Right. But
Rapping out your phone.
but whether you're like a bars type artist or whether you do mumble rap or whatever kind of music you do, he's gonna make you freestyle.
Who Flex?
Flex.
Yeah.
You go up there, you're gonna
But
freestyle.
I do see a lot of dudes take their phone out up there.
Yeah. A lot of them do.
They do
A
take
lot
their
of
phone
them
out
do.
there, but ain't nothing wrong with that if you wrote it on your way there.
Yeah. Ain't nothing. Tory go down there and
Go
tear
crazy.
shit down every
And
time.
he ain't gonna tell me he ain't rehearsed that to me. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
He ain't gonna
For
tell me
sure. Nah, but I'm looking forward to this, man. Rap City, that's too classic. We was actually talking about some things, man, like some of these old freestyles. I remember when Dipset went up there and
I was about to
Els
say
and
that.
Cam. That free is right there.
Nah, but look, no. Remember when we were just now talking about how them skills and shit that'll translate over when you
Right.
go into shit like this?
Right.
Even with verses, like it translate when Jadakiss, you know, he was up there doing that shit when they went against Dipset. Like
Right.
those skills just translated and it was just raw. It's like, you know, Smack DVD when them cameras come up and niggas pull up on you in the hood. And you just start freestyling and rapping, that's real natural, raw talent.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Like, that people really can't teach.
And not to mention, Tigger could actually spit too. So
Yeah.
he set the tone before niggas even
Yeah,
get
so
to
like-
touch the mic. Like, so if you get out rapped by Tigger,
Your might as well not come back.
Yeah,
He
you
can't
might as
come
well
back
hang it up.
there. So
Hang it up.
That's a difference between him and Sway and Flex. Like he's actually flowing in there with them. Like actually got bars to go ahead and rap. But what are they doing this for? Did they just do it for a weekend or something like that? I heard it was just coming back for the BET Hip Hop Awards.
well, they probably gonna pilot
Try
the
to
show.
spin it off and
Yeah,
see
they
how it
probably
do.
gonna pilot it, do about 4 to 6 shows, see what the ratings is about, and you know if it got good ratings, then they'll probably bring it back.
You
for
got
another
that? You
season.
still got that little Wheezy joint?
Yeah,
Let
of
me
course
hear a
I got the
little bit of that.
Wheezy
Let me hear a little
freestyle.
bit of
You
that.
know I got it queued up.
I gotta hear a little bit of that. Weezo was untouchable at the time.
Hello, world.
Ain't he diss Gilly? And shout out Gilly.
I talked to him.
Shout
This
out
is
Gilly,
too
$1 million worth
classic.
of game, man, with that new deal. Shout out them.
Live from the gotcha. Live from the 504. It's Mr. Crazy Flow jumping like a bungee, no rope. Even in the dungeon,
I go.
Even if it ain't sunny, I glow. If it ain't about money, I go.
Nowhere I'm nil to the flow. I am a seal to the water. Money's the seal to my boat.
And it's going down like there's a whale in the boat. And you can smell what I smell.
Yeah, man, look, you can just tell, just bring back nostalgia. They got College Hill sitting on the side.
I'ma a shark in the water.
I remember
swim
spring
with the
break. I
big,
used to wanna
so
go.
I don't have time to deal with Willie the squid. Lily
Shout out Gilly.
Look at the monster, man.
You don't want to crash like La 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 Bamba.
Yeah, it's me, Rona, and Terry.
Yeah, that's classic, man.
That's classic.
That's
man.
so classic right there.
It's classic, and they just bring back that old school feel. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like I might got Scooter tomorrow. That outfit laid out on the bed or something.
But speaking of that, so they actually had the first episode, and I want to get a quick take from you on this, where they had Fat Joe as one of the guests on Rap City. He might have been the first guest, but he made a pretty controversial statement. Well, people are making it controversial. He stated that the baby is the new age Tupac. So I just wanted to get, what do you think about that when you heard that?
I feel like Fat Joe's really on this clickbait shit right now. He's just learning
He's
about
Jopra?
Yeah, he's just now learning about clickbait, so he's doing a whole lot of clickbait shit. Like when he do his whole yesterday's price is not today's price. Like he's doing slogans and shit. Like
Yeah.
So by him saying something like that, he's just bringing more traction and shit to his platform. If you ask me, because all he do is really go live and he get bread off the live. He get good interviews. He having good conversation on there, but he's fucking smoking.
Yeah, he's bugging out.
He's smoking. He think like this dude. I like the baby.
I like the baby.
I like the baby. We liked the baby before he even actually came
Right,
out.
right, before he
what I
popped off,
Before
right.
What was the baby? Wasn't he something else? Wasn't he just?
He was baby Jesus
He was
at
baby
first.
Jesus when he first. You know what I mean? So we liked the baby, but him being anything motivational, like wise, like I don't even know where he's like. Where he could compare him to Pac at, like
Yeah,
voice
just really,
wise,
yeah.
like motivational, like inspirational. Where's he getting that with
The
that?
catalog.
The catalog, like I don't even gonna lie to you, the baby songs are more fun. Like I don't see nothing motivational, struggle wise from him that much besides his newest music because he kind of been going through some shit.
Yeah.
So he kind of put out some songs, you know what I mean, that show that other side of him. But you know, Pac always been showing like the not the sensitive side, but you know, just the real side, real
Right.
people shit. You know what I mean? He's not always glorifying what's been going on. And Pac ain't fucking kill nobody.
Right. But you know what I don't like about, you know, them comparing these new artists to some of the legends like Pac, like Big, you know, is the fact that like it takes so much to get to that level. Like I don't see any of these artists having a song like Dear Mama, like you know, like Juicy. You know, songs that are just timeless that people's going to listen to 30, 40, 50 years from now. I don't see these artists, and I definitely don't hear the music, like, you know, with songs that are just that classic. I don't hear it.
Me neither. I don't even think they can go back and, like I said, niggas be shallow. I don't even think they can go back that far and dig that deep inside of themselves and create some of the shit that Pac and Big was
Right,
making.
Brenda's Got a Baby, My Ambitions as a Rider, Hail Mary, California Love, like those are songs still 25 years
And
later
then you
still
gotta
being
think
played.
and then think about it. The baby, you know, he's up there with us in age. Like,
Right.
them dudes died at 23, 24 years old and had that type of impact.
It had
for the
that,
music.
right.
You know what I mean?
Fact.
Like, that's big. That's big in itself. So that's uncomparable in itself. Like, that's potential that was lost in those situations. So,
Yeah,
I don't
not for
know.
sure.
I really don't think that Fat Joe should be doing that unless he's on his own live.
Yeah, Fat Joe's bugging out. I mean, I get it. You trying to uplift the baby, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
To
yeah.
try to, you
Get him
know.
out that situation. but
Yeah.
somebody already did get him out that situation, but we'll get into that later.
Right. But cue me up. I need some more of that reggae, some of that dance hall. Cause Cardi B done set the tone, man, with her birthday party. Shout out to Cardi B. I was loving the whole dance hall vibe. It brought me back to the end. This weekend was I think it was Carnival in Miami
It
too.
was a movie down there.
It was a lot of people down there with
wonder
them
if they played
costumes
this.
on. You know they
There
probably
was a
did.
whole lot of action down there. You kidding me?
It definitely was, man. But yeah, yo, brought me back to the old house party days.
Yeah, man. I seen the video. You didn't see my man Quavo at her party?
Nah, I didn't see.
Yo. So first of all, man, shout out to Quavo, man, because they was confusing him and Jacquees this weekend.
Oh yeah, Jacquees with the spin move and
Jacquees was
the
doing
and the grind and the pelvic
Yeah,
thrust.
I don't know what that was, man, but everybody thought that was Quavo, man. So shout out to them too, man. But he went to Cardi B's party yesterday or whenever the hell it was, day before yesterday, whenever they had it, and you know, they was in there doing dance hall things. You know, Shorty was grinding on him, and then I don't know how tall he is. He might be like 4'11".
Who, Quavo?
Yeah, I don't know how tall they are, man. I don't know how tall they are. But Shorty was standing up on one leg. They was both standing up on each other. And she put her leg on his shoulder.
Mm.
And did some type of dancehall freak
What, she was grinding his face?
I mean, she could have put...
Put the poom in his face?
She could have put him in the leg... She could have lip locked on the love muscle.
Yeah, you're a fool.
He almost had the lip lock on the love muscle because shit kind of got crazy in there. And I'm like, yo, what's up with this nigga Quavo? He's just letting it do it. His glasses is falling off his face.
Yeah.
He's looking around. So I don't know, man. Everybody went to Cardi's party though. It was real star-studded.
Quavo might not be used to that. I don't know if they was having like reggae dance hall house parties down in Georgia back in those days.
Their parties might have been a little different though. Their music was a little bit more rough than what we was doing up here, man.
Yeah, they was listening to Nuck If You Buck and all of that.
Yeah,
we was trying to find the closest wall to lean up against, get a dance. Yeah.
So you don't fall, man. We was focused on not getting broke, not knucking and bucking.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to get broke up, man. You know what I mean? You gotta keep yourself steady, man. Breathe. Breathe
that's
out
a fact. Niggas is definitely trying not to get broke at the party. That's crazy.
And now I be thinking about them all grown. Like, how the fuck you getting broke?
Yeah,
how does that
crazy.
happen?
You know, chick, they used to be trying to throw it back they hardest.
Yeah, make you tap out.
Yeah, it used to be sweating.
But there was a lot of that going on in Cardi's party. I ain't gonna front, man. Cardi's a stripper, so she had all different types of females in there just going crazy. It was
Meg Thee Stallion and all of them. They came out with the outfits, with the fishnets, with the leather bodysuits, with the crazy weave and all of that, with the nails.
Meg Thee Stallion was the type, man, back in the day. You walk in the party, man, I gotta get a little dance with that one.
You gotta get a dance with Meg.
I gotta get one with that one, man. Before I go, man. Before the party's over,
before the night was over.
Matter of fact, I don't even want it to the dance hall shit. I need to dance when the Jodeci and shit come on.
Yeah. No. Listen, see, I was just about to say, is you trying to get a slow grind with Meg, or you trying to go crazy? You know,
I need Jodeci and all that.
You need the slow grind, the slow wine,
Black Street and all that.
You trying to leave with it at the end of the night?
Yeah, Meg, man, one of those nights, man. Kidding me?
Nah, man. Shout out to Cardi, man. I think that was a dope theme for a party.
Yeah, and you know, I be thinking that we up there, but she just turned 29, so
Cardi just turned 29.
Yeah,
so she might have been in them same house parties.
She might have been in the party.
Yeah,
she might have been in the party.
She was probably in them same house parties back in the day. She might have been
in the parties. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I need one more of those in my life, man, before my back go.
Oh man, I don't know if I could do a dance hall party now.
Sweaty and all too. I'm trying to sweat it out.
Yeah, you know, it'd be extra sweaty.
So what?
Niggas be all over the floor. The girls be all sweated out coming out the party. Like,
you might also have sex.
You got to shower after one of them dance hall joints. Gotta hit the showers after that.
You definitely do. I mean, if you don't, you're disgusting.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Get yourself together.
Yeah, that's
freshen
nasty.
up.
That's nasty, man. But yo, go check out all of our past episodes on all the top streaming platforms, man. That's Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon Music. And you can also follow us on social media at Gold Members Podcast on Instagram. But bro, so you know, Twitter is like my favorite place.
Our favorite place.
Okay.
Shut down all apps and leave me with Twitter.
Okay. So, Twitter is our favorite place.
You need to get yourself a Twitter if you don't got one.
Yeah, so there's been this new thing that's been going crazy on Twitter these past couple of days around these red flags.
I'm mad I didn't catch this, but I only caught one. I caught one of them, and it pertained to me.
So. Well, the crazy thing is that I'm on Twitter right now, and it's still going on. I still got red flags all over my damn timeline. I mean, people's going crazy over this thing. So if you're not on Twitter and you're not hip to what's going on, apparently the ladies have been throwing out all their red flags for guys and dating and relationships and all that type of stuff. And you said that one actually pertained to you. What was that?
The one when they said, man, you 30 years old with no kids. is a red flag.
30 years old. What's the red flag
What's
about
the red
that?
flag about? Like, I can't save for the right time. Like, what if I ain't financially ready to go ahead and do all that wild? You know what I mean? It ain't even wild to me, to be honest with you. But if I had a kid, I would not be scared. I wouldn't be running for nothing like that. But shit, why I gotta have kids by 30?
Right.
Why? I mean, like, why?
And what's the red flag though?
Yeah, I want to know.
In that, I don't know.
What that mean? Nobody want to be with a nigga?
Yeah. What does that mean?
That's what I'm trying to figure out here. And I seen that, and that one was buzzing the most. That one resonated with me because I'm like, my nigga, why I gotta do that?
I mean, if anything, nigga probably got an impeccable pullout game. He's 30, no kids. I mean, that says something about a nigga. You know what I mean?
Either that or he got it figured out. I mean, everybody don't got to be out here fucking having children.
Right.
Like, some people might want to do it right. Somebody might want to get married. Somebody might want to get mad property first. Somebody might want to fucking finish school. Like, you don't know. Somebody could be getting a master's degree right now.
So I saw a few of them online, and I thought that they were pretty funny because I don't want to say I've been that guy before, but, you know, I think we've all been there. But there was a few of them. This one said, when he says, man, all right, believe what you want to believe, red flag.
What that mean? Nigga don't care?
Yeah, nigga, you know, I guess when they feel like they caught a nigga in a lie and nigga be like, man, believe what you want to believe. You know, I guess that's a red flag.
If a motherfucker care, he cares. So he might say that and be sitting outside your house.
Or a nigga might be telling the truth. You females be so cooked out your mind, a nigga might actually be telling the truth. But, you know, to them, that's a red flag. Hold on, I got another one. Another girl said, when he say, damn, bro, why the fuck this nigga keep calling me? Hold on. I guess when the nigga, you know, is faking a phone call or whatever, it's a red flag.
What? You know what? Maybe I'm too old for some of that stuff.
Right. Look at this.
I'll be honest. Like, yo, I'm going home.
Look, this was another one. When he say love you without the I.
Oh, that's one of mine.
Red flag. That's you?
That's one of mine.
Look.
No, if I've been dealing with you forever, like,
right.
I know when you're mad by it when you don't put I. Like, I could be like, I love you, good night.
Mm-hmm.
And if she right, love you too. I know you're mad at something.
Right.
They come get you or whatever it could be. I know you're mad about something. So that's the only time that irked me. But it's not a red flag. It's just you really mad? Like, what you mad about?
Right.
Now I gotta call you. Now we gotta fix this. Now you gotta write the I with the little thing at the top so I know that what you really mean.
Right. Another girl said, I don't even fuck with my baby mama. We just live together. Red flags.
Can't relate.
Can't relate.
So if that's a red flag,
And you stupid for falling for that.
word.
Right. That ain't no red flag. You just stupid.
Nah, this one I'm reading right here is kind of funny. Nigga said, my bro love you on God. I never seen him act this way about a girl.
Is that what that
Hold
would?
on, no.
Is
First
that
and
like
foremost-
gaslighting? Would that be considered like gaslighting or
First and-
something? I don't know.
First and foremost, my bros better not be hitting up my shorty talk about, on God, my bro love you.
Right? Yeah. What's that about?
Not even supposed to be in my business like that.
Right. Yeah. That's a red flag, homie.
You're not even supposed to be in my business like that to be talking to my girl, telling her that I love her that much, my nigga. You mind your fucking business.
Right. You could be doing way too much.
Way too much. Now what they be saying? What Gilly and them say? A shoulder to cry on. What? A dick to ride on. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, my nigga. Don't be talking to my shorty about, nah, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
I like that. So, bro, you give me some red flags. What's some red flags for you? If a chick, you dealing with a female, she's new, y'all are new, just meeting each other. Give me a red flag. What's a red flag for you?
Lying. That's the biggest red flag. I really don't care about too much. Like, when you don't have to lie,
Right.
like, it's just mad. Like, what are we?
Right.
So imagine when we are something.
Right.
You're gonna do something crazy and lie. Like,
Right.
you're gonna lie about the pettiest shit. Oh, I couldn't answer my phone because I was in the shower. No, just say you was busy. Like,
Right.
You don't gotta tell me you was in the shower when you wasn't in the shower. Just be honest, because that's gonna build up in your head. Like, nigga, like, I'm lying for no reason.
Yeah,
You
you
start
are
to
lying
lie.
for no reason.
Yeah, then you start to lie for no reason. So it's like, don't do that. Your mother just be like, man, I was busy. I ain't feel. Or you could you could tell me, I don't feel like talking to you today.
Right. I'd rather that.
I don't feel like talking to you today.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, cool.
Right.
Talk to you tomorrow, though.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You know what's a red flag for me when it comes to women? When they don't rock with their mother. When a female and her moms, like, she don't got a good relationship with her moms. She don't hang out with her moms.
You think
You know
so?
what I mean? To me, that's a red flag for me.
It could be life experiences, life situations that lead you to that. Like, what if your mom gave you up for adoption and shit like that? There's certain stuff that.
Okay, well, that's drastic. But I'm talking about your mother raised you.
You just hate her.
Yeah, your mother raised you. You was raised by your mother. You lived in her house. She fed you, clothed you. Like, you're your mother's daughter, and you don't rock with your mother. Because then for me, the red flag is well, where you getting your influence from? Who are you hanging out with? Who are you getting womanly advice from?
True, and like I said, like the field that I work in would make me think on the other end, like, there could be a situation where they were birthed and lived with their parents for a certain amount of years, and then they're put inside of a program.
Right.
They hate their mom now. I hate you
Right.
for putting me here.
Right.
I don't want to ever talk to you for putting me here.
Well, those people got just issues, period.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the women who got themselves together. You was raised by your mother. Your mother's a wholesome lady, working, instilled all these things in you, and for whatever reason, you don't got a good relationship with your mom. So to me, what I'm saying is, like, you don't fuck with your moms, but you fuck with all your single friends and, all your homegirls and shit. So where you getting your influence from? To me, I'm not dating a woman who got a bad relationship with her mother, because you ain't got no guidance. Your direction is all fucked up. Where you getting guidance from?
Your friends and unless you got nice siblings that do talk to your mom and stuff still. Like, if you got...
Red flag.
You think that's a red flag? If you got siblings that are still cool with your mom, like really close with your mom, but they're like more close than you are, then
Flag on a play. That's a major red flag. Major red flag.
I would want to know why.
Just look at all the women that be on Kevin Samuel shit and look at how they talk about their mothers, about how they don't want, what their mother had, and
True.
their mother was miserable. One chick got on there and called her mother a slave.
Nah, I've seen them.
And her mother's married.
A lot of that on
Her
there.
mother was married 28 years. You got to think about this. Your mother's married 28 years. You can't get a nigga to date you for 28 days. But your mother's a slave? There's something wrong with that.
That's because, what is it called when you give in? What is the
Submission.
word? Submit. The mom submitted and they'll never submit. That's
First
probably
of
what it
all,
is.
you got to look at yourself and see that you're a success story. So your mother did something right. She's married for 28 years. She knows something about marriages and relationships.
And you're still alive. You went to school.
You're healthy, you're educated, you're a professional, well-mannered, believe in God and all of that other type of shit, but you getting advice from your single friends who don't get no respect. So to me, red flag. Give me another one.
Would you say the calling you back shit? Like I said, I don't care. It's lying. Lying is all is gonna fall under lying for me. Like, I'm gonna call you right back. Say I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's not too many red flags for me. I mean, there is, but I ain't really too scared about much. I would want to know more. Like, I want to know more, like, in detail. Like, why are you like that? Before I call it a red flag, like, I would want to know more information.
Now, to me, some things is just signs that you just can't ignore. Like, and certain things is just out of bounds. Like, what I'm saying,
got a red
what
flag
some
for
of the
you.
things is just out of bounds.
Like, I just met you.
Right.
Why are you asking me for some money? Anything. Like, I mean, like, I ain't never even, like, we've never even done anything. Like, I just got your phone number and you asked me a couple days later, could I get you some Uber Eats or something? Like, that's wild business.
Yeah.
Even though I don't mind, I'm the nicest person in the world, so I might do it.
But
I'm
what's
still
the
thinking
what's
to
the
myself, like, yo, what the fuck was that for?
okay? But what's the red flag? What does that say to you? What's the underlining message there? You know what I mean? Like what? What does that mean? Like she's a bum? Like what?
I wouldn't
she's
necessarily say
hungry.
she's
She's
a
starving. Like what does that mean to you?
She could be long term. It could not. It could be like some leeching type shit.
Oh, she could be a leech.
Long term. Like there's no independence there, to be honest with you. Like, say if a woman was to hit me up, like, or if I cooked or something like that, I probably would be like, like, yeah, you can have, like, I'll offer. Or if a female, like, I would do that. You know what I mean? If I cooked, but I don't know, man. Like that shit kind of got me fucked up.
That's another red flag. You can't cook. Red flag.
You know why that's not a red flag for me?
Why? Because you could cook?
Yes.
Okay, but who gonna feed you though? So you gonna work. All right, so we here doing the podcast. We finish 11 o'clock, 12 midnight. Every week you gonna go in and cook for yourself rather than have someone be there who can cook for you. Maybe even better than you.
See, that's the problem. I ain't gonna think it's better.
Oh, see, this nigga.
I'm not gonna think it's better than mine. And another thing is, if I'm good at time management, so if I know that I'm partying today, I'm going to cook around 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon or in the afternoon and make sure I got food for when I get home. I do it every weekend. Like on the weekends, I'll cook and leave it on the stove or put it up until I come back.
But at some point, you gotta expect a woman to. I mean, I wouldn't cook for you. There's no way you're gonna be, working and making all this money and doing all these different ventures and still be at home to cook or even still have the energy.
No, you won't have the energy. Sometimes you never had the energy. Sometimes I forget to eat.
Right. So exactly, that's a problem. That's why you need why you need a woman who can cook for exactly what you just said right there.
Okay, but maybe I might not even eat still. I might not got no appetite.
Nah, we talking about your survival, nigga. You gotta eat. It's not like you can't just not eat, nigga.
Yeah, but I know how to cook, so it's just like I'll make something quick.
All right, give me another one. Give me some more red flags. I like this.
I wouldn't call it a red flag, but being on your phone too much, they'll call that a red flag. I hate a phone hawk. I hate a phone hawk. Like, yo, I am not doing nothing. I play this game on my phone. Nobody got games on their phone anymore, but I do. I got this one game called Homescape that I play on my phone. It's like, I could be playing that, and it's like, what the fuck you doing on your phone? Like, no, I'm watching the Dave Chappelle joint and playing the game at the same time. It's like a mind exercise for me, but it's like you're doing the most by being on your phone right now.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not even really doing that. So a phone hawk, I don't know. That's not a red flag to me, but it could be a red flag to a woman that you're always on your phone.
No, I'm saying no, but that could be a red flag for you though, because you got to think about what, like you said, what that's going to lead to in the future.
If a woman got two phones and a woman got two phones, I don't know. Is it a double standard though? Like, is it different for guys? Because if the guy got two phones, you're gonna be like, oh, he sell drugs. But if a girl got two phones, what are you thinking?
And it ain't a business line.
And it ain't a business line.
Yeah, it's a red flag.
It's a red flag.
Red flag. For sure, red flag. You know what's another red flag for me? When females try to get cool points based off of who they know. Like when females like name drop.
Oh yeah.
Like, or I hang with this person, or this person is a friend of mine, or I met this person, or I work with this person, or to me that's a red flag.
It's not a red flag, but it could be a turn off.
That's a red flag for me because it means two things to me. It's either you're trying to impress me with that because you think I care about that, or you think that that's like going to make you look better in my eyes, which is a red flag. Because if you think that that's what matters to me, you're totally wrong. And then on top of that, I mean, you could just be, dick rider. Which is a groupie.
Yeah, that too.
You know what I mean? So the red flag. And red flag, I don't think red flag is like, like these things are solidified. It's just like a signal or like
between a red flag and a turn off. To me, that would be a turn off.
Now, to me, that's a red flag because it says something about your mentality, about your character.
Yeah, but it depends on how long you're trying to know that person. Because if I really don't give a fuck, you just
Well,
telling me-
if it's a red flag, then I don't plan on dealing with you too much long after that. It's a red flag.
And you're telling me all of this, it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a red flag. I'm not going no further with you if you got some red flags like this.
Yeah.
I'm not. This is going to get stopped short somewhere. Because then what? All right, so let me ask you. So then, what happens when you ignore red flags? Have you ever ignored any red flags?
Yeah.
Okay, and what was the outcome? What happened?
I know crazy red flags. Like, oh, this person might be crazy. Like, or somebody
Right.
said, like, yo, that's
And you ignored the red flags. So
turned out being a crazy person.
was it a good outcome when you ignored those red flags?
Yeah, the makeup sex is always good.
Oh man, you just falling right back into the trap. Oh my god. Oh man.
Cycle.
So you red flags don't matter. You just
I'm willing to work through a red flag.
ignore the red flags. All the stop signs and all the red flags and penalties on the play. You just ignore them.
If it's fixable, let's fix it.
You just decline in the motherfucking penalty.
But if you got bad hygiene, you're fucking done.
That's a red flag?
Yeah,
See, that's not a red flag. That's right up in your face.
What do you mean? That's a red flag.
Well, oh, so you saying like her body stink?
Or the house too. Like you ain't fucking washing your toilet. Like you ain't washing your sink. Like,
Right. The tub is dirty.
Whatever. Yeah, shit like that.
Red
you got
flag.
You got a ring around your tub type shit. Like
Red flag.
that could be a red flag. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a
could be
good
red
one.
flag, but I'll go with that one more than anything. I could work through a red flag, but that one is a wild one because I like to clean, so I wouldn't necessarily like that. I like to smell pine salt and shit like that.
Can red flags be like a woman's friends or like a dude's friends? Like, can that be a red flag? Like
That's normally the red flag, like the most notable,
people's friends?
notable one. But you'll get judged off your friends before anything. That's the problem. I won't say it's a red flag, but they'll judge you off them first until they get to know you.
Hey, I mean, birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, but me and you we ain't like 100% the same people.
We not, but we kind of are. We're like
differences.
Yeah, we have differences, but
Like
we're
personality and all that.
like never really like at the same stage as like one like if I'm single, then you might be dealing with somebody. If you dealing with somebody, then I'm probably single. So you get different versions of us at different times.
Yeah, because we ain't never both just.
Yeah, because if we're both like on the same shit, if we both like single and wilding out just on some savage shit.
Right now we're both single.
Yeah.
But we're chilling.
But you're a little more savage than I am, though. Right now.
Yeah, I'm a humble.
You're a humble savage? Yeah, see, exactly. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. See, when one of us is chilling, the other one's wilding. So you never really get both of us on that same accord.
But I'm an honest wilding out person. Like I'm mad honest about wilding out. Like,
You'll probably be throwing out mad red flags and you don't even give a fuck.
So
they probably just be seeing
that's
your
a
red
flag
flags.
right there that I don't care about a lot of shit. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
see?
fazed by a lot. Like a lot of stuff don't bother me. Like
Right.
So that might be a red flag. Could they think that I'm nonchalant?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But you know what? Females are funny because they think that they could like break through shit like that. Like, oh, he don't care, I'm gonna make him care. Mm-hmm. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
But there's certain times you do care.
Yeah, certain times you do. It may not always be the way that they want you to care. You know what I mean? Sometimes they want you to go all out and, fall to your knees and cry like fucking Usher in the rain or some wild shit like that. But, sometimes a nigga just like, man, you better take this dry ass apology, man, and go ahead.
Nah, I don't know, man. I ain't too fond of it, man.
You ain't too fond of what?
Getting in trouble, man. The red flags, man. I feel like they're fixable.
I don't know, man. I'm big on the red flags, man. Like, I be looking for them.
I'm looking for a turn off. Like, if your fucking breath stink, that's not a red flag. Yes, it might be. It's a part of the hygiene flag.
Okay, but what would you rather?
But it's a turn off.
Would you rather a turn off or a red flag? Because it sounds like you can move past a red flag. I'm talking about you. Mm-hmm. You seem like you can move past a red flag. You seem like once you get hit a turn off, it's just off.
Yeah.
So to you, a turn off is worse than a red flag?
Yeah, because I feel like a red flag is like it's presented like from afar. You know what I mean? Like it's not necessarily like put out there. It's not true for real. A turn off can be true. A red flag can be false.
Her breath could just stink at the moment.
And it could stink tomorrow too.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to see how you weigh those. But apparently a turn off. To me, a red flag
Is worse than a turn off.
is worse than a turn off because I can move past the turn off. You may turn me off for the moment, but a red flag to me speaks to your character.
If somebody do something that's such a turn off, you might not never like me. I might not never pick my phone up again.
See,
I already
I'm not-
don't use my phone.
Well, see, I'm like I think I'm pretty understanding, so I'm not easily turned off.
Yo, we kind of sound like we're saying the same thing, but I'm just going for. I guess like
No, you seem like you're easily turned off. I don't think I'm easily turned off.
but I can get through a red flag.
But I see me, I can't get past the red flag because, like I was saying, to me it says something about your
You know what it
character.
is? It's the mysteriousness of the red flag. You kind of want to test that red flag out.
Nah, no, you see the red
depends
flags
on, like,
go that way.
All right, so look. For the last year or so, the main red flag that everybody loves is toxic. Everybody been toxic this, toxic
Not
that,
me.
toxic this. Everybody liked it at a point in time. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody liked it because I ain't really. Did I experience it?
Yeah. Hey, let me answer that for you. Yes, nigga.
Well, I don't like toxic situations.
Right.
Everybody, some people do love it and they want to test that out and see what that feels like, what that person's version of toxic is.
Right.
Some people like that shit. So I don't know. I can get through that. I can test that out.
Okay. All right.
Like there's some people that want to see me mad because I don't get mad. They never see me mad before.
right.
See you mad.
See, but that I don't think that that's a red flag though for you. Like in regards to you, it may be a turn off to them, but
Turn
you
off
know,
to me.
Okay.
Why you want to see me mad for?
Okay, right. And so you'll be able to deal with that. But when I see a red flag, I'm like, okay, this is a part of this person's character, and I'm going to have to deal with this further down the line. This thing could snowball into something bigger, and I'm going to be dealing with this later on down the line. So I'm going to see that red flag, and I'm going to find the nearest exit.
Unless you nip it in the bud ahead of time.
You can try.
Try.
You can try. Good luck. Good luck with that. But yo, let us know what you think about this whole red flags thing, man. What's a red flag for you? And is a red flag worse than a turn on? Are you like bro right here? Bro, tell them where they can find us on social media.
Find us on at Gold Members Podcast on Instagram. And make sure y'all follow me on Instagram too and Twitter, man, at Gold Members, man. And you can follow bro too.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter and all social media at Herb Reed, HERBREAD. You want to go ahead and jump into this next topic, man? It's probably one of the more controversial things that's been going on with our man, Dave Chappelle. Excuse me. What's been going on with Dave Chappelle?
So Dave Chappelle, he put out his last show on Netflix last week. I think it's called The Closer, and he kind of, if you know Dave Chappelle, man, Dave Chappelle ain't got no filter. He ain't got nothing. If you don't want to hear Dave Chappelle talk, man, don't go to his show.
Don't go to his show.
If you don't want to hear him say what he got to say, because he always talks about the same shit. He always talks about the LGBTQ plus community. He talks about white people, which is his main thing that he talks about. He's always after white people. But he put out a real controversial last series. What is it? Is it a series?
I think it was a comedy special.
His special, that's what it was. Wrong S word. He put out a special, the last of his deal with Netflix, and I don't think he's going anywhere. I think Netflix will probably re him up on a new deal after this one. He had like six series or something like that with them under their deal. But it was real controversial because he was really talking about the transgender community, and he was just saying things that he normally says in people, like different organizations and different firms and stuff were coming together to try to get Netflix to take down the series because some of the stuff he was saying in it. I mean, he wasn't saying nothing that I don't expect him to say. It was hilarious to me. I love Dave Chappelle's comedy, his stand-up comedy. I don't know, man. Like, the dude was just talking like how he not like regularly talks. Like, he talked about a lady that actually passed away. She committed suicide after standing up for Dave Chappelle. But the LBG2 I don't even know how to say it.
LGBTQ
community like had a lot to say to her and was bashing her, but she was transgender. And like 6 days after opening up for Chappelle, she killed herself.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, all from them bashing her for standing up for Chappelle.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, it was just like some dope stuff. I mean, I like the whole special. I think everybody should tune into it. But that backlash after it is what kind of like got people going for real, because it's like, yo, you people are really going to find trouble. Like, y'all know what he's talking about on there. Y'all heard about it, but y'all want to make y'all voices heard about it, and y'all want to put in complaints and beg these people to take it down. Like, just don't watch it.
Yeah. And he actually said, you know, during the special that they were going to come after him.
Yeah, he said they hate him.
Yeah. Yeah, he had already said it. So he already anticipated that, you know, people were going to try to cancel him and different things like that.
You know what his response to people canceling him was? He was like, if this is what canceling feels like, I love it.
Well, first of all, Dave Chappelle is somebody that walked away from $50 million. You can't cancel a man that walks away from $50 million.
He said that on his special. I got off the bus and walked. I could have took the bus and been riding away with $50 million, getting whatever I wanted, following these people's rules. But no, I stood for myself. I got off the bus and walked with my people and stood for my people. I stood for myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And after that, after they tried to get Netflix to take it down, Netflix put out a thing saying that they're not taking it down.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is dope because, you know, you want a big company like that standing behind you. You making them a lot of money. At the end of the day, these people are coming and paying to go on there and listen and watch him talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you don't want to hear it, mute it.
And Netflix ain't gonna, you know, cancel Dave Chappelle. I mean, he's the closest thing to Eddie Murphy nowadays when it comes to those specials and all of that. Like, they make so much money off of one comedy special from Dave Chappelle. I'm pretty sure Netflix ratings are through the roof since he dropped that special. So
and the Chappelle show is like coming back. So you know what I mean? So like there's no telling if he gets with Netflix and does that deal. You know what I mean? That would be dope to have the Chappelle show, a new series with all the same characters and stuff, minus the Murphy brother. You know, he passed away.
Oh, Charlie Murphy. My God. Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy.
Oh, yeah, man. So mine is him. That show would be crazy to be back and raw like that on Netflix where they could have no filter and do with that whatever the hell he want with his control. Because that's why he walked away in the first place. They was trying to take full control of his show. And that's what nobody wants. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. Shout out to Netflix, man, for keeping the show up there for people to keep seeing and keep watching. I really just don't think people should be watching it if you feel any type of way about it.
Nah, but you know, I think that this is one of them things. First of all, he's a comedian, and you know, I'm a big fan of comedy. You know, I watch all comedy stand-ups. You know, like I said, from Eddie Murphy to Martin to Richard Pryor, Jamie Foxx, Steve Harvey. I watch all comedy specials and just stand-up. And one thing about comedians is that comedians is always going to push the line. They're always going to go to the edge with a joke. Yeah, comedians are always going to go to the edge with a joke because I think from their vantage point, it's like nobody's above humor. Nobody's above a joke. Like, you know, they made jokes about Michael Jackson and Bill Cosby and even Richard Pryor. A lot of comedians joke on Richard Pryor, how he was on drugs and stuff like that. So really, nobody's above a joke. Sometimes they even clown like some of their own family members and some of their own children.
Like, I was about to say, Kevin Hart pretty much talked about his kids to get on.
Right. I mean, Bernie Mac was talking about his little gay nephew and you know what I mean? All that type of stuff. So nobody's really above a joke.
Real life experience that they're going through. They're not sugarcoating and lying and talking about some fairy tale shit. Like, this is shit that's going on. They just being blunt and real about it. Like Chappelle said in the fucking thing, like, these new gays, they too soft.
Yeah, the shit he said about transgenders was crazy.
Yeah, he did wild out on them. But he did say, like, these new gays are kind of soft. Like, they too flamboyant and soft, and they kind of not them stern gays, he said, from the 80s.
Yeah.
He said the Waymans. The Wayman.
Did he say Wayman for real?
No, he didn't say.
Oh,
Wayman,
he didn't say.
But he said niggas that look like Wayman.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, from Shame. Yeah, low down, dirty Shame. Yeah.
Niggas who look like that with their eyes wide open the whole time, nigga, like they off some type of drug.
Yeah. Nah, man, but man, shout out to Dave Chappelle. I don't see him, being canceled. What do you think about cancel culture nowadays and them, targeting certain people and, trying to ruin their careers? What do you think about that when you see that? To be honest
with you, I feel like it was started from like a lot of people like on Twitter, like people coming together trying to like do it together. But it's not a real place. Like it's not nothing concrete about it for real unless people meet up somewhere and try to put this protest together or something like that. But cancel culture is kind of funny to me. Like we said, but I think we was talking about it on the last one. We was talking about how they kind of target us. Like they target black men for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, for instance, right now with Tiger. You know what I mean?
Oh, Tiger's different story.
Tiger's different story, but
Tiger's different story.
But that'll get you taken down out here.
Yeah, for sure.
That'll get you taken down out here. They'll put somebody in position to be in your shoes and be around you like that, and shit like that'll happen. So he just bailed out for $50K because something he did to his ex-girlfriend.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's just shit like that comes around like that's gonna eventually bring down a successful black man. You see how I don't know. I always say that they're gonna try to get LeBron, but I don't think they can.
I don't think they're not gonna get LeBron.
They got my guy Melo. You know, they got people out here on boats and shit taking pictures of him on boats with other shorties. So he had to get divorced, and there's just mad crazy shit going on. They try to embarrass you in the worst way. Like I watched the Tiger Woods documentary. Have you ever watched that shit? It's called Tiger. It's on Netflix. No, it's on HBO Max. But there was a business firm out there that goes around and follows them and gets these leads and takes pictures and all of this shit of them. And they blackball them, blackmail them for millions and millions of dollars. And, yo, I got this for you. I'm going to send this to your wife. I'm going to do this to you.
Well, that's good for Tiger because I don't fuck with Tiger Woods.
No, so that's saying, good but for they're him. Doing that to everybody, though.
Yeah, but I mean, if I had to point out one thing about cancel culture that I don't like is the fact that you don't have the right to disagree with people anymore, or you don't have the right to stand on your own beliefs or how you was raised. And that's what I think the main problem with this whole cancel culture with the LGBTQ community. It's like your beliefs, your views have to be in alignment with theirs. And if it's not, you're homophobic, you could be subject to cancel culture. It's like the people who, was raised a certain way and have their own set of beliefs, they kind of have to negate that in a sense and, go along with what's popular or what their agenda is. And if you don't, again, that means that you're some sort of bad person and you could be subject to be canceled and ruin your career, ruin your life. And so that's what I don't, really respect is that, people don't have the right to stand on what they believe in and to just straight up disagree. So that's my problem with cancel culture.
I honestly feel like you kind of segued into our next topic about cancel culture and how people are kind of like borderline canceling Kyrie for not getting this vaccine.
But are people canceling him for not getting the vaccine?
Because he's standing for what he believe in.
I don't think people's canceling him for not getting his.
Like we got Stephen A out here like requesting like that they just let him go.
He's not the only person though.
I mean, a lot of people. There's a lot of OGs that want him to go. But what are they getting out of that? Like, why do you want him to get the vax so bad? Why do they want him to get it?
I don't think that they want him to get the vaccine. I think that they're just looking at it because Stephen A. I watched it this morning and Stephen A. Smith said that. He said that, you have the right to not get the vaccine. You have that choice, but you don't get to make the choice for yourself and then for everybody else as well. So I think that that's the problem. But I think that that's the problem though, that people are having with Kyrie. I think that people are looking at it, not the fact that he's not getting the vaccine, but the manner in which he's going about not getting it. Not speaking to the media.
But there's no
messing up the team chemistry.
There's no real way to go about it, though.
There is a real way. Yeah, absolutely there is.
He did his interview for the opening day media, but
and he didn't speak to the media. He didn't say anything about it.
He just said that that's his business, and they'll talk about it amongst the organization.
See, but that's not okay because Kyrie, that's the problem. You don't get to be.
But they already know he's not vaxxed. So what else he gonna say?
Hold on.
Not vaxxed?
Hold on. Not only is he a player and he's not vaxxed, he's the vice president of the Players Association. So with you being, let me finish. So with you being the vice president of the Players Association, which is the players union, it's your job to speak up and to speak on behalf of not just yourself. It ain't just about him. Basketball is a team sport, 15-man roster. And then you're the vice president of 400 different basketball players. It's your job to step up in front of the media and speak about this. If you have research or if you have your own perspective as the vice president, as one, the leader of your team, one of the franchise players, and then the vice president of the Players Association, you should be, professional enough to sit up there and answer those questions. Not just about yourself, but what you think about the vaccine and these different policies as a whole. And so that's what I'm saying. I think people are looking at Kyrie, which Kyrie has never really been a good leader to me. And so that's what I think people are criticizing, his leadership skills and not necessarily his decision making. Yeah, his beliefs. Because Stephen A. Smith said it. He said, I had the same speculations as you. I think anybody black that's being faced with the vaccine has the same, speculations. But I just think that Kyrie's just going about the situation, in a wrong way. I get what he's trying to do, but I just don't think his method is right.
I don't necessarily think Kyrie's being completely quiet. I do think when he's in those groups with the union guys and stuff like that, he's talking and voicing his opinion about it in those meetings. I just don't think he's doing it to the media, which is a problem because he's not doing it to the media. But isn't that what the union's for? Isn't the union to stick up for the players and their beliefs and what they should be doing and what they can? Because it is a part of the union to protect him and stand with him during this time.
Right, but you got to look at it. You got to look at when you have the union president, which is C.J. McCollum now. C.J. McCollum put out a tweet addressing Kyrie Irving, saying that 90% of the league is vaccinated. So this is where we're standing. This is where the players union stands. This is where the rest of the league
but I don't think
is
they'll
standing.
abandon him. You think they will abandon him?
Well, I think Kyrie's going to have to either sit the year out or retire. I think that's what's going to have to happen.
We spoke about that. We said that I think he's going to retire. I think Kyrie will retire.
Because I think that's the problem. Like, you don't get to, and you got to understand, bro, he's an employee. He's a well-paid employee making $33 million a year. He's a very well-paid employee, but you're an employee at the end of the day. And so you don't get to say, I'm not getting vaccinated, but I should still be able to come to work. I mean, you don't get to make that decision. Your boss does. Your employer does. And Mark Cuban said it. He probably said it best. I think when it comes to this whole NBA thing, he was like, as a team owner, he said, I'm not requiring my players to get vaccinated. He said, but if the state does, he said, then I have the right as a business owner of a team to require not only the players, but the staff. He said, I have that right as a business owner to be able to say, I want all my employees to be vaccinated. And I think that's true. I think that's right.
All right. So last year, for the last 2 seasons, they've been doing testing like 2-3 times a day, like daily for these people, for these players, right? So now they had looser restrictions for people who had the vax, and they was letting them, get tested once a week for the most.
Right.
But other people who wasn't vaxxed, they got to get tested 2 to 3 times a day. Why can't that just be the same protocol that still goes on and let these players still get tested? If they're negative, they can't come to work. Because if somebody got the vax and they test positive for COVID, they still got to shut shit down.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the players because I don't think it's the league because the league has not put in a vaccine mandate.
They haven't.
It's the state governments that are doing it, and so the state governments aren't just doing it around the NBA. They're doing it around the entire workforce. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to give credit to the NBA as a corporation, as a league, for not requiring the players to. But if the states are saying it and the stadium is in a state that requires it,
Yeah, because we talked
then
about
you got to
it,
go
like,
along with it.
If the Brooklyn Nets and the Golden State Warriors man the finals, Kyrie won't be able to play.
Right. And just, kind of going back to what you was talking about, like when they had the bubble and stuff. Again, you got to look at where Kyrie is and where everybody
in the
else
bubble.
is. Yeah, because he was saying he was telling everybody not to go to the bubble.
And everybody wanted to go home.
I don't know. LeBron and them was saying we going to the bubble.
Them niggas was in the bubble trying to go home. The Clippers and the Lakers was the main niggas
Yeah,
trying to go home.
but LeBron and them was in the bubble. But again, look at the problem though. Kyrie's saying don't go to the bubble, but he's but he's not considering. He's good. He makes $30 million a year. But what about the players on your team that's going check to check? Can they afford to stay home and not play basketball?
But look, so there was players in the WNBA who couldn't go to the bubble for health reasons. Kyrie paid this season's salary during the bubble.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So there's things that he's
Kevin
trying to do.
Love paid the salary for all the staff at the Cavaliers Stadium.
Exactly.
And so again, but think
That's
about
something
it.
that he's done while he was sitting home. It's like
Okay,
he wasn't
but-
sitting home just sitting down.
Right, but again, you got to look at it. Kyrie is thinking about himself. Again, what if there's an outbreak in the Barclays Center and everybody that works inside the Barclays Center now can't work? And so these people aren't rich. These people have regular working class jobs. So if the Barclays Center shuts down because of one person, then that's thousands of people that lose money.
Okay, but the Barclays Center, it still kind of don't make sense because if one person gets it that got the vax, and what if Kyrie don't got it?
What you mean?
Like, what if somebody catches COVID? What if Kevin Durant catches COVID?
Right?
Right now, Kyrie's not around. They're still gonna have to shut down the Barclays Center.
I don't know about that. I don't know if he's vaccinated. I don't know about
You
that.
still got to quarantine if you test positive with it. You still got to quarantine.
Yeah, but is it gonna have the same effect as someone that's not vaccinated?
Actually, Chappelle talked about it. He's like, when I'm vaccinated, he said I'm vaccinated, and when I was tested positive for COVID, he said I didn't feel shit, but I still had to quarantine and stay where I was for a week.
Yeah, I mean everybody's not going to get the symptoms.
But that's what the vax is for. It brings the symptoms down. That's all it's really doing. It's not preventing you 100% from not getting it.
Well, I think it helps you fight it off. I think once you when you have the vaccine, I think it gives your body, the tools to be able to fight it off. As opposed to someone who doesn't have the vaccine and then you get the virus, your body may not necessarily have the tools to fight it.
Like we spoke about it, I had the virus, and I feel like I got those same bacteria in me that the people who got the vaccine do.
Yeah, I mean, but I just feel like, I don't think people's on Kyrie for not getting the vaccine. I think it's just about the way that he's going about it. And I've always, been a harsh critic of Kyrie off the court.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? As someone that's a leader, like his leadership skills have always been kind of questionable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm looking at him and I'm like, yo, I'm not mad at you for not getting the vaccine, but I think you can handle the situation better so that it works out better for you.
Yeah.
Because I think he has himself in a position right now where he has absolutely no leverage.
True, he don't got leverage.
Yeah, he has like I'm looking at him.
Players like Andrew Wiggins who caved, and went and got it.
Right.
I think Bradley Beal did too, because I did just see him playing on the court not too long ago. So there's certain players that probably would have been standing with him that don't got it. I mean, that went and got the vax. So
yeah, I think just from like a strategic standpoint, I think that he could probably move a little bit better to where he has some leverage to be able to say, yo, I'm not getting the vaccine, but I should still be able to play. Right now, he just has himself in just a lose-lose situation. It's either, you don't get the vaccine and you lose millions of dollars. You feel me?
seems like a scam to me.
Yeah, shit. I mean, shit, $33 million a year, man. Give me the vaccine. They could take me out for $33 million. My family gonna be good.
Damn.
33 M's? And then come on, a basketball season is how long? About 8 months? 6 to 8 months? From about to October to what, June? No, not even June. What, May? When's the finals?
June.
So June.
October to June.
We talking 8 months, 9 months.
32 mil.
32 million for 8 months.
Yeah, that ain't bad. Did you see about the 18 NBA players though who got that $4 million in that health scandal? What was it? The health scandal scheme?
Yeah.
How you want to call it? The health scheme? The health scandal?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. Niggas said, yo, I don't know dog's name. I know almost all 18 players on that list, bro. I'm on almost all 18 players.
Big Baby,
Big
Tony
Baby,
Allen.
Look, Tony Roten might have been in the NBA for like a year and a half.
Yeah, but he was hurt though.
But
he
was
did
hurt.
have an injury.
But bro, did you read the article as to what they was doing during the scamming process?
Nah.
Bro, why money get a $48,000 root canal? A $48,000 root canal. He claimed it on his health insurance joint, right? But he's playing in a game in Taiwan on the same day he supposedly got this root canal.
Oh man.
Come on, fam. You can't even lie, right?
Yeah, that's
Like
bad.
you was in Taiwan playing, and you on that same day you claim that you got a $48,000 root canal, and they put that in your pocket.
Yeah.
That's some wild business right there. Look, why Tony Allen and Big Baby and one other person, I don't even know who it was. I can't remember his name. You just said, no, I know them two. Tell me why they got 6 root canals on the same tooth in the same day.
They was racking up.
They was running it up.
They was running it up.
I
For
can't
sure.
front. I'm scared for those guys though, because this ain't no regular charge. This is federal. The feds came and got them. You know who they got?
Who?
Darius Miles.
They got D Miles? Oh man, leave my man D Miles alone.
Leave my man D Miles alone.
My
That's what I
man, my
said.
man D Miles was really hurt. He was really injured. He had back problems and all of that.
It
Leave
was
my guy alone.
It's the way he's writing it off, man. He's going down, man.
Oh,
You know who else they got? And you know he's the only one to plead not guilty?
Who? And he's the only one to plead not guilty.
He's out right now with an ankle monitor on. Sebastian Telfair.
Oh, Bassie. And Bassie just came home
For the hammer.
for the hammer charge.
You know he had to go in there and clean it up, man.
Oh,
Kidding
man, Bassie.
This is my 3rd time seeing my guy in the last 3 years walking out the courtroom with a hoodie over his head, man.
Oh, man.
With the ankle bracelet on, bro. The
Don't
rest of
do
them
my
hasn't been
guy.
charged or asked to be charged for anything like that. But yeah, man, my guy Bassie's out here, man, with the ankle bracelet on. I can't believe it, man, because you know how, man, through the fire, man, you go from through the fire to in the fire.
In the fire.
That's wild business, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, that's wild business right there, man. So, I don't know, man. God bless those dudes, man. Free the jails.
Yeah, free the guys.
Free the guys, man. Free the guys, man. They got the feds on them, man. That's wild business right there, man. All because they wanted to go out there and get fake root canals.
Yeah, that's
That's
wild.
18 dudes.
They
But
probably picked the most expensive thing. Like what's the most expensive
you know what's
procedure
so
we could
weird?
get?
You know what's so weird? It's 18 of them, and they only got away with like 2.4 mil.
Yeah, and so I was
You're
just
like dividing
I
that
was
18 up.
yeah, but I was just thinking about that. Like, if these dudes was on it, I'm pretty sure there was players who put them on to that scheme. Like they didn't make that up.
The thing is, there was like there's a free $4 million sitting over here for y'all retired players. My problem is, I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate, bro. My problem with it is there's actually probably guys out there that could actually use that money.
Which I heard someone say. I think Shannon Sharp was saying that.
Did Shannon Sharp say
Shannon
that?
Sharp was talking about
Like,
that.
there's
That's a
guys
good
out
point.
there that could actually use that money that's in retirement right now. You know what I mean? And it's going to be a whole lot harder for them to get approved or get that claim in just because of what these dudes did to earn a little bit of extra pocket change money to go to lunch or go on a vacation or something like that. Like, that's wild to me. So I hope that those guys, you know, don't get derailed because of this. You know, the other guys, I hope the shit still work out for them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on with sports and money. You know, now with these young athletes being paid, and it just recently came out in the news that Kanye West is opening up Donda Academy. I believe it's in Calabasas, California, and he got some of the top basketball recruits in high school to commit to his school. You shaking your head. What you shaking your head for?
I'm shaking my head because I don't know how this shit's possible. Like, in the middle, like, school has started already.
Right.
How the hell these kids leaving from their school to go to his school and start and still play? Like, is these private leagues? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, when I used to transfer in high school, all I remember is you had to sit out of the year.
Right, you had to sit out.
Like, how are these dudes transferring from all over the nation to go to this one school in California and actually play? And it's crazy because one of the kids who going are from here.
Yeah.
What is his name? Jakai?
Yeah, Jakai Howard, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and he's like one of the top national players in the nation, and he's
What
going
is he,
to
like,
the
class
program.
of 2023?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is class. Class of 2023. I think he's top 5. Like, they got a whole bunch of top players going out there to attend Kanye's school. It's like, what are they going out there to learn? Like, what kind of school is this? Like, is it for athletics? Does he have a baseball team? Does he have a basketball team?
I'm reading, one of the articles that was put out there, and apparently, this has been a new thing. I didn't even know that Deion Sanders ran Prime Prep Academy when he was coaching his sons and stuff like that. Jalen Rose got his own school.
See Amani Bates' father always having a school for him during the school year.
Bates Academy and all of that. Yeah, you see his. So I think that they are making like all these different new schools. You see, LeBron just opened up another new school.
He opened up another one.
Yeah, you see the kid Mikey Williams is bouncing around. Vertical Academy.
This is all funding they probably getting from sponsorships to do this shit.
Yeah, but like these schools like IMG Academy, these are sports academies.
But none of this doesn't make you not eligible to play in the NCAA tournament.
I don't think
These
so.
ain't legit schools. Like, I don't.
But they probably
like, what's the
do.
curriculum?
Yeah, I was just about to say that they probably do have what do they call it? An accredited curriculum. You know what I mean? Where that high school diploma is a real high school diploma. You know what I mean? They're probably just starting up private schools.
They should have just
private independent schools. It's no different from like
Night school.
Buckingham, Brown and Nichols and Barnes and Nobles and Greeno.
I was gonna say
independent schools,
because like people who do like night school or the alternative schools and shit,
right.
They could go play sports at other high schools, but they still go to their alternative schools and stuff like that. I think that's kind of like what it could be.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's kind of weird to me, man. Like, you can make that one phone call, like, yo, we sponsored by Adidas. Everybody on our team gonna be wearing Yeezys. We got into all this stuff, but like, I just want to know, like, is this like they're gonna have a football team? You know what I mean? Like, is there a girls basketball team also, or is he just gearing this towards young men's basketball to try to get them into? I feel like he's trying to get some type of basketball footwear into the game by using these kids first.
But so I'm reading one of the descriptions on a report, around this whole thing, and it said that Kanye West was eyeing a plot of land in California between Moore Park and Simi Valley, west of Los Angeles. That piece also reported that the school would feature classrooms, labs, offices, a kitchen, restrooms, storage, a basketball court, and an open field. So this seems like he purchased like a campus, you know what I mean, and probably opened up an independent school, private school.
That's not Palmetto. What's that campus, bro? Mount Ida. Okay.
Mount Ida, yeah. And then I was reading, it says the Donda Academy would be a tuition-free private K-12 school.
Ain't that what we went to?
What? No, we had tuition for our school. We went to a private Catholic.
Renaissance.
No. It was charter school.
It wasn't private still, though?
No, it was charter.
We did go to private Catholic.
We went to a private Catholic high school where, we had to pay tuition and stuff. But it says that this is tuition free and private. So it may be like an exam school. You probably have to take an exam.
Get in.
You know what I mean? Or there's probably like some type of selection process, but it's private.
That, bro. You remember how we used to, when we was at the Renaissance, how we had those exams like the MCAS and shit like that, and we kind of took that serious at the Renaissance. But by the time we got to Cathedral, the MCAS didn't matter to us because it didn't count for us.
Right.
You remember that?
Right.
And I feel like that kind of rubbed off into my SATs. When I took the SATs, I was sleeping. I'm trying to think about like the day I took it. I wasn't like taking a nap in the middle of the SATs. Like as soon as they bring the paper over, I was just circling shit and taking a nap. I really didn't go hard and I passed. Like, I didn't even use my mind and pass that test, like, because I just passed it. I don't even know how.
Yeah. Yeah, but man, I could see this turning out, pretty good for some of these kids, man. I think Kanye's gonna have them on the highest stage. You know what I mean? He got 4 of the top 30 recruits going,
which is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have all the gear. This is definitely he gonna use these kids as walking billboards. You know what I mean? Because he's doing the whole. But he's been crossing over into the whole Yeezy brand of basketball type of thing. So we already know what kind of kicks they're gonna have on their feet. They're gonna be wearing Adidas, and
I
it's
was
gonna be
saying
Yeezy.
like these kids that are coming in, they're coming in with almost 1 million followers.
But you know what? And that's another thing. I see what Kanye is doing because he's creating a lane where he's going to be competition for the Nikes and Adidas,
and all of that.
Because all those brands are going to start. They already do it. You know what I mean? As far as, AAU, and then getting those kids to go to a Nike or Adidas college. And then when they get to the league, they sign the deal. You know what I mean? Once they get to the NBA, they sign with either one of them brands. So I can see Kanye kind of inserting himself into that lane and grabbing up these kids at a young age and then funneling them through different colleges, and then once they get to the league, he probably gonna have Team Yeezy by the time he done in the NBA.
Yeah, because once they graduate high school, it's like you done graduated Yeezy high school pretty much. You done graduate with all the products and all of that stuff by the time you're done. You go to college and do a one and done year, and you already got this Yeezy brand cemented on you from a whole year of high school pretty much, or however many years of high school you've been there.
Right, but this is gonna create, I think, like a wave. I think it's going to create a trend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's probably going to be more athletes opening up schools. Like you said, Deion Sanders, had Prime Prep Academy. You know what I mean? Coached his sons in high school. They went off to college. He takes the coaching job at Jackson State, and then they come play for him. So I kind of see that type of thing happening more and more with some of these athletes. Like we said, LeBron just opened up a school, and they already all got AAU programs and stuff. So this might lead to some more exposure. Who knows, man? These kids might start getting paid. I think if there's anything that worries me, it's about the kids getting paid too early.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that kind of stunting their growth. If I'm getting $200,000 as a high school player, do I really need to go to the league? Am I motivated to go to the league at that point?
Speaking of stuff like that, D Wade's son just signed a G League contract, so he's about to get paid, you know what I mean, instead of going to college. I didn't even hear about him really having any looks like that.
Yeah, I didn't hear.
You know what I mean? But like we said a little bit earlier, D Wade owned part of the Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
So that gives him a little slot to, slide his son in there since his son ain't getting those looks. It's like, you know what I mean? They making money off their likeness already, so it's like, man, we can skip this step.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Nah, but man, I'm definitely gonna follow this story. We always been into high school basketball and like the newest prospects that's coming up anyway. So, I'm just interested to see what happens. I want to see how these kids do, on a high school level. See if they go to college or if they bypass college and go to the league, and what kind of endorsements, what kind of branding they're gonna have attached to them. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, man, and one last thing, the Raiders head coach got fired for some
John Gruden. He's finished.
He had a 10-year, $100 million contract as a coach.
I heard they still got to pay him though.
Nah,
I heard that. That's what I heard in the barbershop today.
He might, but he put in his own resignation papers.
Yeah, but I heard they still got to pay him. That's what I was hearing in the barbershop.
Well, that's good for him, but
yeah, that's good for him.
At the same time, those emails was typed dirty. He was talking about the black culture. He was talking about Michael Sam in 2012.
Oh yeah, because he's
he called Barack a pussy.
Did he?
He called
oh man.
He called the commissioner a pussy.
Oh,
all in emails
man.
talking about that. He just, I don't know. He just was wilding, so they had to let him go.
It's crazy because I like John Gruden.
I don't. He wear a mullet. I know he's racist.
Oh man.
I know he rides fucking horses and tries to whip people.
Oh.
I know him.
He got a Confederate flag
He
hanging
got a
up
Confederate
somewhere.
flag underneath his fucking sheets.
All right, well, fuck him. Good for him then. Get him out of here.
Gotta go.
Stephen A. Smith said his career's over, so it's over.
This is over with.
It's over.
It's over with.
It's over. But speaking of that, man, shout out to everybody that tuned into this episode, man. I'm one half of the Gold Members podcast, certified Gold member, Herb Reed. Hold on, let's get it going. Let's get it going the way we supposed to.
Yeah, man, I'm the other half of the Gold Members podcast, man. Make sure you follow us on IG at Gold Members Podcast, and make sure you follow me at Gold Members on IG and Twitter.
You already know, man. And check out all of our past episodes and some of our new content on all streaming platforms: Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon. You can find us there, man. Like, subscribe, share, download, all that good stuff, man. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get some shout-outs going.
I got a couple quick shout-outs on the way out, man. Shout out to the Dorchester Dirty Bandits that I got in my car last week. Shout out to the Dirty Dorchester Bandits that broke in my car last week and stole my iPad. Shout out to my mom. She moved to North Carolina.
Shout out to Judy. Love you, Judy.
Day. It's funny as shit because she gonna call me talking about where's Herb at. I said, nigga, he's in the house.
Yeah.
What you looking for her for?
We had to spin the bin one time.
Yeah, we was outside spinning the bin. Y'all should have seen me on Blue Hill Ave looking like a crackhead with my hoodie on, man, out there looking for my shit.
Word. But yo, I want to give a shout out to my Uncle Ike, man. He celebrated a birthday this past weekend. Happy birthday to my Uncle Ike, man. Love you, Unc.
Word. Shout out to the bros, man. We had that little small alumni game this past weekend, man. Shout out to Ant and Deshaun, man. It was their birthday weekend. We went and did our thing with them. We went and partied with them a little bit this weekend. Shout out to the bros.
Definitely. Shout out my guy, Ant Thomas, man. Much love, bro.
Shout out Nice, too, man. Shout out Nice.
Shout out to my guy, Nice, man. Happy birthday, man. Boston black entrepreneur, man, doing this thing. Got a chain of pizza spots in the city.
He got one in Brighton. He got one in what?
In Randolph, man. Check out Rock City Pizza, man. Show my guy some love, man.
And lastly, man, big shout out to Shea Petty. She's in the WNBA Finals. You know what I mean? She's in the WNBA Finals right now, man. Hope for the best for her to get this win tonight. I think they playing right now, so hopefully they tied the series up and she could get her second ring. This one would be as a player. The last one was as a coach, man. Shout out to the good sis.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Shay, man, doing legendary shit in the WNBA.
Her
Phoenix Mercury. Crazy. You know what I mean? This is her first season not being cut by a WNBA team. About to play in the finals, get her second ring, man. Shout out to the legend, man.
For real, man.
For sure, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all of our listeners, man. All of our gold members out there. Everybody rocking with us, man.